on the highway. So we're just about an hour outside of Bend and Oregon. We left Manning Park this morning and been on the road. And it's very thick smoke, and we can smell the fire. So can't really see any views.
All right, it's Friday, September 27th. We're in Bend, Oregon. We're staying here an extra night to break up the drive. And we're gonna go to Sisters. There's a bakery there I heard a lot of good things about. I think there's even a little downtown area to kind of walk around. So we'll stretch our legs and we'll just be hanging out in Bend all day. It's about 9 o'clock. We just made it to downtown Sisters. Gonna stretch our legs and head over to the bakery. Sure. So we just left Sisters Bakery. We'll show you the bounty later, but Sarah is eating
a pumpkin scone.
How is it?
Delicious.
Nice. Okay, so we're in the state of Oregon and had to get gas. And they still do full service pumping here, like in Jersey.
It's not required anymore. I Googled it, but you wouldn't know because they were standing at the pump.
Yeah, you pull up and, hi, can I fill, what can I get you? So you give them your credit card. And I mean, it's just so bizarre. It's been 20, 30 years since I've had someone fill up my tank for me. So
unless you're in Jersey.
Right, unless you're in Jersey. So there you go. Okay, before it all disappears, but I just run down what we got at the bakery. All right, so for Brian, 2 chocolate cake donuts. They look amazing. 2 maple cake donuts. I also had a regular chocolate donut on the ride here. Also, this huge apple maple walnut muffin. And then this monster, it's as big as my hand. And then for Sarah, who was much more reserved, she had the pumpkin scone.
That was delicious.
And then on top of that, we got
pumpkin or maybe butternut squash and goat cheese Danish pastry something. Delicious.
Yeah, so we'll hang out here for a while. I have a ton of videos to edit, add Sarah's stuff, upload. Then we'll probably go, there's like a food truck brewery combo. We'll probably check that out. And yeah, just relax and get ready to hit the road again tomorrow on the way to
South Lake Tahoe.
South Lake Tahoe to Hell's Kitchen. All right, Sarah's getting her lunch. I'm just having a beer right now. So when I was on the trail, I definitely heard about this calzone place. It's a food truck. So we're gonna get some calzones, fresh made to order, and have them later tonight.
Yeah.
All right, we're making our way down to South Lake Tahoe. We're about 2 hours into the drive, and stopped at the Lowe's, and now we're waiting at McDonald's for some food. It's a lot of back roads, so there's not a lot of town options, so we were happy to see a McDonald's on the way at Klamath Falls Lake.
Brian's having his massive apple fritter bear claw. I don't know what it is, but
so good.
I had a bite. It's good.
That's about 2:30. We're in South Lake Tahoe. We're gonna check in for the hotel's not till 4, so it's a bit early. We're gonna check out this brewery that I haven't been to.
I walked by it when I was here a couple summers ago, but I haven't been.
Cool. I was just thinking on the drive I had to figure out. So we were in Bend this morning. Mm-hmm. We're in South Lake Tahoe now. It was about, an 8-hour drive? Yeah. I wonder how many days that took me to hike from South Lake Tahoe to Bend. I'm gonna have to look it up. A lot longer than 8 hours. All right, we just grabbed the beer at South and North Brewing Company. Very tasty. Should be late enough for us to check in, so we're gonna try and check in and then go figure out dinner. All right, it's 4:30. We're at the Best Western in South Lake Tahoe. We've got dinner situated. Gonna relax for the rest of the day after the long drive, and we'll walk around town tomorrow. And the highlight will be dinner at Hell's Kitchen. All right, it's Sunday morning. We're headed to breakfast brunch. Don't want to eat too much because we got Hell's Kitchen tonight. Okay, we finished breakfast. We went to the casino where Hell's Kitchen is just to find out where it is. A lot of those casinos are so huge, but it's right at the entrance, so yeah. It looks pretty cool. I'm kind of getting excited about it. So we're taking a walk down to the lake. One thing that is going on in the background of all this, you know, we're fortunate that 3 out of 4 of our parents are still around. My mom, who's 82, and both of your parents.
Yeah, they're 77.
Yeah, and Sarah's mom, Pauline, we're thinking about her. She had a little fainting spell, had to go to the hospital. They're running a bunch of tests, so Sarah, you know, who knows? But maybe Sarah will have to fly back and I'll drive back, but that's kind of going on. But
I was just thinking, thank goodness I already picked Brian up, so that's one less stress.
And that's definitely one thing on the Thru-Hike, and even talking to some of the older folks that were Thru-Hiking, we all have old parents or older relatives, and what do you do if something happens, and you know, do you leave the trail or not? So luckily that's all done, but that was definitely a concern for the entire Thru-Hike, so we'll see. We'll keep you posted. We're thinking of you, Pauline, and we'll see you soon. So definitely had a view of Lake Tahoe from the trail somewhere up there in those hills somewhere, but we're on the other side of it. Nice little beach area. Wow.
It was so good.
Sometimes places like that get hyped and you're disappointed. It was everything. It was fantastic.
Get yourself to a Hell's Kitchen.
We're already thinking about when we can get back to one in Connecticut. It was amazing.
Good morning from I-80 in Nevada, which we will be on for like the whole day because we are crossing the entire state of Nevada. We are on our way to Salt Lake just for a quick overnight pit stop on our way to Colorado. So that's what's going on. Now that I'm primarily the passenger, I can work on all my crafting that I brought with me in the car. So on the way out, I finished my quilt binding. So that quilt's in the trunk. You already saw that on the videos, but I've been working on a sock. This is kind of just like the sock project that I take with me when I know I'm gonna have to wait a while, and I already have one sock done, so I'm hoping maybe to get this second sock finished before we get home. We'll see what happens with that. I also have a hand sewing project. My hand sewing project I actually inherited from one of my quilt guild members, who she hasn't worked on it in over 10 years, and I'd been talking about how I was doing some English paper piecing. So, there's this kind of sun. So these are some blocks that I've made on the journey. And they start out as little diamonds, and then I sew them together. So I'll probably work on that for a little bit this morning, and then switch over to knitting later on. I also have a scarf knitting project that I've been working on too, but I have to think about that one a little bit more, so it's too early in the morning to do that one for right now. We should be singing The Wide Open Spaces by the Chicks, because that's all we got in front of us. All right, it's a little afternoon. I feel like we've been driving through Nevada all day
We got about 3 hours to Salt Lake City. Another pit stop at Love's. Got a nice cold bubbly.
This is the difference between Brian and my snacks. I'm having hummus and peppers that I cut up before, and I have some non-dippers. And what's Brian having?
In all fairness, it's a lot harder to drive and have hummus.
True.
So. All right, it's Tuesday, October 1st. Look at this view from the Panera. We're just leaving Salt Lake City and heading towards Colorado. All right, so we're in Colorado. We're at Grand Junction, and we're stopping at a Chick-fil-A for a little lunch. We're both a little hungry. None of the food options at the Love's looked too appetizing. There was a Carl's Jr. there. Also not really our thing. So we went a little bit out of the way to get a little Chick-fil-A. We got about 3 hours to Dillon in the hotel. So see you later. So the hat I'm wearing all the way from Mexico to Canada, ORB. This is the brewery, one of my favorite breweries, my favorite one in Colorado, Outer Range. So just had a long drive. We're gonna grab a beer before we go to the hotel. We'll probably be back here tomorrow as well. All right, we're gonna have a quick beer.
Cheers.
You got an Oktoberfest, right?
Yes, there was not very many not hoppy options.
We think maybe they had their Oktoberfest this weekend because they didn't have a lot on tap at all, but they still had some IPAs. So yeah, we're going to look forward to get to the hotel and relax. But then tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have a reason to go to Leadville other than just hanging out at Leadville. We've been trying to get an appointment at Melanzana.
I'm hoping
to get some Mellies, but so far no luck. We are back in one of our favorite little towns in Colorado, Leadville. Over 10,000 feet, going to our favorite coffee shop, City on a Hill. It's been a while. So kept refreshing the website, and I actually got a noon appointment at Melanzana. Finally.
Let's hope Ryan likes the stuff.
Yeah, it's been years in the making, so we'll see. But just happy to go check it out and see what they got. I mean, I've seen other people wearing the Mellies. I know what they're going to be, so there's no surprise there. But here we go.
I know, we always We are entering Nebraska. So I thought I'd do a little update. Brian's driving. I'm sewing. The good news is that my mom came home from the hospital last night. The bad news is she did have a stroke, but amazingly she has no paralysis, which I don't know, a miracle if you believe in that. So she's home. Brian's gonna drop me in Connecticut when we get to the East Coast on Saturday, and I'll spend as long as I need to there helping my mom and dad. Her biggest issue right now is her short-term memory. My sister's been there. She lives in the same town as my parents. Helpings have been getting updates from her, so I think it's really just what do we need to put in place strategy-wise to help my mom with her memory and that sort of thing. So that's the update. It could be so much worse, so we're thankful for that. So onward to the East Coast.
All right, we've been driving east all day through Colorado, in Nebraska. We're in Omaha or near Omaha. The grocery store here, you get a steak made to order. We're definitely in Nebraska. We picked up a few groceries. We're headed to the hotel and just gonna get ready for another long day of driving tomorrow. We lost an hour today. We'll lose another hour tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow, I don't think.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of good. We'll see.
Welcome to Indiana. We've been welcomed by lots of traffic. Finally in Ohio. Woohoo!
Hello. Well, it's been almost 2 weeks since I stepped off the trail. I'm back in New Hampshire finally. Sarah's in Connecticut, just looking after her mom for a few days, and then she'll be back. Still processing the entire Thru-Hike. I'll do some sort of video with gear video and maybe like a best of video, that kind of stuff. But for right now, just getting back into the flow of things here. My son Bobby stopped by, and tomorrow we're gonna go do my first post hike on the PCT. The tallest mountain in New Hampshire is Mount Washington. That's 6,288 feet. So we're going to go check that out tomorrow, one of my favorite hikes. It's going to be a bit chilly up there. It's only going to be in the 30s, and with the wind chill, it's going to be a little colder up top. So it'll be fun to get that in before winter sets in, and I'll be doing some winter hiking. But yeah, just an amazing experience. Glad to be back in New Hampshire, and thanks everyone for watching. I'll have a few more PCT related videos, just kind of wrapping things up once I kind of get settled in here. And I know a lot of you have checked out or watched other PCT vloggers for this year. So I'm interested in watching one or two of somebody else. So if you think, based on my style, someone I would enjoy watching, preferably someone who does a daily vlog and has a continuous footpath mindset, let me know who I should check out. I do want to watch someone else. So next summer and fall, Sarah and I will do a bunch of backpacking. And then 2026, the goal is to do part 2 of the Triple Crown and hit the Continental Divide Trail. Unless the snow is really bad, then I may do the Appalachian Trail instead and wait for a better weather window for the CDT. But that's long-term goals. See you later. Hello. So, yeah, it's been a few weeks. I've been home. It's been a little weird because Sarah has been staying in Connecticut helping out with her mom. Tomorrow I get to go pick up Sarah, and so that'll be great to hang out. We're already talking about the weather is looking really nice this weekend to go out and do a day hike or maybe an overnight or do some car camping or do something before November comes. So we're planning that out. I'm definitely missing the trail, that's for sure. I really didn't think that would be much of an issue for me. But yeah, I do find myself thinking about it quite a bit. Part of it is I'm a little bored during the day. I do some part-time gig work, but this time of year is typically slow. It picks up in November and December, but just with it being slow and me sitting around, definitely thinking about the trail a lot. So already thinking about our summer plans for next year, some backpacking, and then thinking about the CDT and the PCT. Doing a Triple Crown is a good idea, and I think it would be cool, but I'm also thinking a lot about the PCT and redoing the PCT. I think that would also be amazing. So that's just kind of rolling around in my head. I'm sure it does that for a lot of people who have Thru-Hiked. Definitely I'm a little burnout on the vlogging right now. So I'm kind of like forcing myself just to do this little update. I feel like there's a lot of vloggers, they get to the end of their Thru-Hike and then you don't hear from them again. Maybe not ever. So I won't be doing too much vlogging until next year when Sarah and I start our backpacks. But I want to thank everyone for watching. It's been a blast Thanks for all the kind words and encouragement and likes and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun to do it. I'm hoping to video some more long distance through hikes in the next few years. So yeah, stay tuned. There's more coming down the road. Thanks. Bye.